What's good, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to switch out my stock headlight bulbs for some LED bulbs. Check it out. So this company Auxito sent me some low beam LED bulbs and the high beams. So we're gonna go ahead and unbox these. If you have a GX like me, you're gonna need this size right here. Boom. So that's pretty much what you want to run for the low beams, and then the high beams, you want to get the 9005/HP3, and that's what you're gonna run for the high beams. Let's go ahead and unbox this. So, bam. So what they come with is some nice gloves, I guess, and manual, some zip ties, and here are the bulbs. So I believe these are the 16,000 lumen ones right here. They do have a higher output that goes up to 24,000 lumens if you need that much lumens. I got the 24,000 lumens for the high beams, but the low beams I got 16,000, or at least that's what they sent me. But yeah, I'll leave the specs right here on the screen for you guys to see, but we're gonna go ahead and compare these to the stock bulbs. So I'm gonna go ahead and unbox the high beam as well. Comes with gloves. Boom. Manual. Looks like they have different O-rings for this. And bam. I believe these are their new LED bulbs. I bet these are gonna be super bright. But straight off the bat, I like that on the high beams they actually have this little bump right here that matches the OEM ones, because I did run some other company and they didn't have this bump right here, so I had to add a bunch of electrical tape to give it a much tighter tolerance when I put it in, because without putting the electrical tape on the other company that I used, it didn't work out. So I'm glad to see that Auxito did it right, and we're gonna see if it fits perfectly. But anyways, it's pretty easy to install. I mean, all you gotta do is unwind your stock bulbs and then put this in, and then just plug the harness in, and you're pretty much good to go. There is a lot of light still right now, so I can't really show you guys the difference on the stock bulb outputs versus Auxito's LED bulbs. We're just gonna fast forward to nighttime like this. Alright, so this is me sitting in my driver's seat, and this is with the stock bulbs. And then high beams, bam. Just a little more. Not bad. Alright, let's go ahead and install the aftermarket ones, and let's see how well they work. Alrighty, so I found a leveled parking spot with a wall. Now, I guess to get these lined up, you're supposed to get around 3 feet away. And looks like someone was already put some tape on it. I think someone else is also aligning their headlights. So I'm just gonna follow this top of this tape right here that someone already put. So let's go ahead and install the bulbs. All right, this is the best angle I can get it, but pretty much you just twist these and then pull it out. You probably want to unclip the harness first. So I pulled the harness out on the low beams, twist them, and then they pop out just like that. Ow, that is hot. Maybe that's why they gave you gloves. Let's just put it on. All right, so got the high beam and the low beam out from this side. So I'm gonna grab one of the low beams and then just get it in. Just like that. And then plug the harness in. Do the same thing with the high beams. Very simple. Whew, look at that. Huge difference. And it's like about, this one's slightly higher. I don't know if you see that there's a blue tape right here, but it is slightly higher, but it's about the same. Dang. Let's compare the high beams real quick. I mean, it is pretty dang close. Didn't really have to do much adjustments actually. But man, it is so much brighter. I'm pretty sure you guys can see in the video. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side, and then let's go back to the trail and check it out. So for the driver's side, you might have to move your battery a little bit to get the bulb out. But I already moved it back towards the back of the car a little bit, so let's see if I can get it in first try. Alright, got low beams in, now time for the high beams. Oh yeah, the high beams fit so much better. Look at that. Man, that is so much brighter. But it looks like I didn't really need to align it actually. It's actually pretty much the same where it was on stock. Maybe the right a tad bit higher, but I think it's pretty much good to go. Let me flick on the high beams real quick. I mean, it's pretty good. Usually when you're aligning your light bulbs, you want to drive back, I think standards like 25 feet from what I read online. So we can go ahead and do that. Alright, time to back up about 25 feet. I don't know if this is 25 feet, but parked all the way back there. Man, it looks so much better. But it looks like I don't really need to adjust it. It looks pretty good to me. Man. Alright, let's head back to that trail and let's show you guys the difference between before and now. Alright, so testing it out on the road, it doesn't look like I'm blinding the guy in front of me. It looks pretty good. But so far so good. Right, so we are back on this trail. Man, you can definitely see a little bit more. I think it's a little bit more visible because it's this nice white light. And let's check out the high beams. Bam! Oh, you can definitely see more with the high beams on. Holy crap. That looks so good. One thing I noticed that these LED bulbs aren't as loud. Actually, you don't really hear anything. On the last one I was running, you can hear like a little whine. But with Auxitos, it's pretty quiet, actually, surprisingly. I thought it was going to be pretty loud because the last one I used was like 14K lumens, and that thing was whining. But with Auxito's LED bulbs, you can't really hear anything, actually. It's pretty quiet. That's a plus. But man, look at that high beam output. Whew. Let me see. I don't know if you guys can tell a difference, but it definitely looks a lot better because with this white light, you kind of see the road much more clear than the stock yellow lights. Alright, there you have it. Man, this is pretty nice. Alrighty, so some final thoughts on it. Man, these bulbs work pretty nice, as you can see. Man, that white light looks so much better. I think those high beams will do for now since I don't have any light bars yet, but they are pretty bright. So I'm pretty happy with it. Install went pretty well. I didn't really have to do any adjustments. They were pretty close to how my factory headlight bulbs were aligned, so that was pretty nice. Another thing that I really liked about the bulbs, that they're not that noisy actually. These output way more watts than my last one, and my last one was whining a lot actually. It's not really a huge deal, but it is kind of annoying. So I like that this is much more quieter than the other one, and the high beams mounts were pretty much like factory, so I didn't have to do any extra work to make it fit. So it worked right out of the box and it lights out amazingly. So if you guys are interested in a set, be sure to check out the link in the description below. I believe there's also a discount code, so if you guys are interested, be sure to check it out. But anywho, I'm gonna end the video off right here. If you guys like this video, please hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.